Hi guys, it's Love and Info with Love and Info. So I knew I said I was gonna make one every day for the next couple of days. But I had kind of a hard time. So the subject for today is fire on fire. Um, when it's okay to actually fight fire with fire, or if ever it's okay to fight fire with fire, and how I came to that conclusion and what I went through, and which is basically what I do with every other videos and every other issue that I present. So basically, I was having some issues that were work related, and so I'm in this path in which I used to be a very hateful person. I used to be a very angry person. I think traces of me still are, and it's a part of my change. It's a part of what I'm going through and redefining, and try to receive more and less, aggressiveness and hate and all of that, and that's why the whole, loving yourself and this and that comes in. So I'm trying to react better to situations. So, like, when has it ever happened to you that you're in a situation that you've been in before, an issue, any general type of issue, and you already know what you're gonna do? Well, in my case, you're gonna overreact. You're gonna be dramatic. You're gonna defend yourself. You're gonna be loud. You're gonna be defensive. You're gonna be aggressive, and that's usually how I was. So now I'm trying to do the opposite of that, and it gets to a point where it's just like, well, at what point you must defend yourself and play to kill? At what point do you do you let your instinct take over and protect yourself? You know what I mean? Because not everybody's fucking Gandhi. Like, how do you fight with love all the time? It's just it's. So what I'm gonna do in this video is I'm gonna write a couple of stuff that I wrote about how that made me feel. Because it's so because hate and anger is my comfort zone. Just for a lot of people, maybe pain. Just for a lot of people, maybe happiness. Just for a lot of people, maybe anything. Your comfort zone is that place where you're comfortable at, but you don't need to grow. And when I'm angry, I feel like I don't need to grow because I'm in control and I already know what's going to happen. And, that's what the comfort zone is. It's what's already in control, what's already. So I'm going to write a couple of stuff down, and also I'm going to give you guys I'm going to talk to you guys about a couple of TED Talks, as always, that I had watched that helped me resolve these issues in a better way. One of the TED Talks, before I read anything, well, let me just read one of them, and then I will read the second one. I will read the first one, and then I'll sing a song for you guys. It's called Toxins. I've seen it before. Um, when is turning the other cheek, looking for the other? Oh, okay, this is just notes. Okay, so I only wrote one. It's a pretty long one. So basically, right here in my notes, um, a lot of the times you feel like when you're competitive, you must take people out of your way aggressively instead of learning how to be productive around these people. See, something that I learned about how to be a leader, and it's that you have to be a productive person. You have to be the kind of person that knows how to deal with issues without getting stressed out. You know what I mean? You have to be co-productive to whatever company you're working for whatever, dynamic that you're trying to work in life, for any reason that you have to, you're having to put with working with other people that you must deal with, whether it's, for work or for work or for work, because that's the only time I can picture someone having to deal with somebody, you know. Um, the thing of being a leader is that everybody must understand what their job is there. You must understand what your job is there, why you're there for, why it's important for you to do your job, and you have to have some type of common ground with these people. So when an issue comes, um, to find a level ground in which you both agree, it's something that worked out for me great. So like I was having issues with this coworker. This person and I, we have like a heavy play, like fool around type of thing. Where this person and I are always like cussing each other out, and that's just our vibe. That's how we are. Sometimes at work, shit gets a little more tense because we're under pressure. And it's different. And a lot of times when you don't know somebody, you don't know how far you can go or how far they can take or at what moment they may get offended and make a technical problem out of this, like a work problem out of this, out of it. So, coming to the common ground, which we both agree that we need to respect each other at work. Out of any other problems that we have that are not worth even talking about, whatever didn't have to do with work didn't matter. So the common ground was to productively solve an issue, um, was simply to respect each other at work. And whatever friendship we may have out of that, we may have out of that. You know? Um, so finding a common ground for any issue that you may have, it's a great thing, you know, because fighting fire with fire, it only makes everybody fight. You know what I mean? And remember, I talked about how a reflection of you is your reality. Everything around you is a reflection of yourself. So if you're sitting there emanating hate, emanating revenge, emanating this kind of energies, it's all that's gonna come back to you. You know. Um, it does make you feel some type of way sometimes. It does make you feel like, are they taking my weakness per my what my kindness for weakness? Are they am I not being aggressive enough? Am I not defending myself? And you feel a little small, but at the end of the day, it's just you must learn to coexist with other people. Communication is great. Always understanding where the other person is coming from, picking your battles. Those are all things that I'm trying to apply. You know, a lot of times some issues need to not be solved. Some issues need to just be left alone. You know what I mean? To agree to disagree. The most productive way is to first find a common ground, and that's something that's worked amazing for me so far. So good. It's been a couple of days. You know what I mean? So I try to apply that in different places of my life. Um, so I wrote this. In my journey to love and gratitude, trying to practice self-love and understanding everyone around, and understanding that everything. Okay, in my journey to love and gratitude, trying to practice self-love and understanding everything around me is a reflection of myself. And while redefining and reinventing myself, I have also discovered the pandemonium of dealing to coexist with other realities and worlds. That that the energy and emotion I input into my reaction is what affects my reality, not what caused me to decide to act in any given way. So as I am trying to stick to my plan of reinventing from selling anger to becoming love, I've tried different dynamics from the biblical ancient yet iconic good old turn the other cheek as Jesus did to understanding where the other person is coming from or being the bigger person. Me being the imperfect being that I am, and my general lack of one's self understanding, the anger being the comfort zone, still takes over sometimes, welcomed by my ego, fear, or pain. But at what point and how, if ever, it becomes okay to fight fire with fire? That phrase itself makes no logical sense to me. And all I can picture is a nuclear war type of metaphorical scenario in which no world survives. With that image in my head, I can't help but get the notion of how much love the world really needs. Love overall is the only for now painful answer. So if you have love to give, if you're a compassionate, giving, caring person, don't let the dark in the world ever put your passion from healing and loving out. You are needed now more than ever. So that kind of is just the conclusion that I came to as I was writing. You know what I mean? I realized that a lot of the times, let's see over here. So a lot of times, things are not so much about what happens to you; it's about how you react to it. That is going to be the outcome that is going to affect your reality. Not what was thrown at you, not whatever energy was given to you. It's what you do with that, how you transform it, and you make it, and you bring it back out as your reality. Is what's really going to affect you. So you cannot ever blame. There's absolutely no whining allowed. No whine or cry will be allowed when the menace of years shall come and find me. It shall find me unafraid, or something like that. But meaning, you can't ever blame it into somebody else because no matter how hard this is, no matter how hard it is for me to understand it, for me to even put it in practice, because not everything I'm telling you right now I'm able to do. It's just things that I've discovered that are better to be done that way. Um, anything that happens to you, it's never going to be anybody else's fault but you because you decided how to react to it. That is your option, your decision. It's gotten me in a lot of trouble. It's gotten me out of a lot of trouble. And just acknowledging that and understanding that for your own good, it's something really helpful in life, you know? Um, and falling for that comfort zone in which you're more used to the fighting. A lot of people just grew up in an environment where that was needed, you know what I mean? Or where that happened a lot, you know? And if you grew up in a violent environment, a family environment, I really didn't. But if you did grow up in one of them, you probably feel that's your comfort zone. You probably argue with someone you love a lot, you know? Falling into that comfort zone and allowing your pain and allowing your guilt and allowing your pain, your fear, your ego to welcome this anger and to welcome this comfort zone into yourself, it's only going to get you stuck. It's only going to make you feel worse. You know? I'm going to repeat it again. And I'm mostly just repeating this to myself. Anything that absolutely ever happens to you, whatever the outcome of that is, it's always going to be your fault. If you are aware of the fact that what affects your reality is your outcome, your reaction to the situation. So, that's really it for today. Hopefully I'll make another video. I'm off the next 2 days, so I'll make another video this next 2 days. So I'm just gonna sing Toxins because I just feel like it shows a little bit of what I just talked about. We are toxins on a stream, leading nowhere we could see. Just like toxins in the sea, killing feelings mutually. And we blind ourselves with jealousy, destroy, rebuild, we coexist. We are toxins on a stream, leading nowhere we could see. Just like toxins and the sea, killing feelings mutually. And we blind ourselves with jealousy, destroy, rebuild, we coexist. We're all stars. Let's help each other shine, and the world will be a better place. Bye, guys.